Hello there guys, Kirk here with Kirk on a Plastering. My son Jason doing the technical stuff video, and of course he's going to help me install these guys today. What I'm called here today for is, I don't know if you can see this, but we got a crack here about a 1/4 inch separation. Some areas are 1/8 of an inch and some are as large as 3/8 of an inch. The reason is water is coming through here and there's no vents. This venting is going to go, what I've decided is, after looking at them, the natural line 5 inches from here, 5 inches. And there's 5 of these guys. Whatever vent I use, they all got to be consistent. Whatever line I decide, that also has to be consistent. So I've installed vents in the middle of soffits according to what architects specify. I've installed them next to the house, to the wall. I've installed them wherever usually indicated on print. But for this, it's just a common sense thing. I'm going to follow the natural break here. So when I install these guys, I've marked it already. They're going to go like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to saw cut this. I'm not going to show you that nasty stuff because it's I'll be taking a skill saw with a masonry blade, putting it up here and walking this line here. And I don't recommend anybody do this, and if you're going to do it, wear a mask and good goggles because that dust gets everywhere. But what that will do is it'll allow air to flow in here and dry this out, and also it'll serve as an expansion joint. So the expansion joint stops this from being locked in. We're locked in everywhere around here, which is, well, you can see the damage what happens when you're locked in. So that's where we're going with this. Okay guys, we have got the vent installed. We still got 4 more to go, but you see where it's going. Now what I'm doing is, I got some really hot mud here. This has got luminite in it, so let's see. I want to work away from you, otherwise it's going to go all over me. That's what we do. I'm going to scratch it right now and turn right around and brown it. Then after I put the second coat on, I'm going to hard rubber float that. Because this is a smooth finish here, I'm going to put some color coat over it to smooth the scratch and brown out. I won't bore you with this whole thing, but you get the idea. When I'm done with the scratch and brown on this and it's all hard, because it's going to set in about 15 minutes. After I do all that, then I'm going to put another finish over it because this is pretty smooth. I'll show you that when I get to that stage. Alright guys, well, about lunchtime. I got a pretty good coat on here. We're going to take lunch and let this set up. Then I'm going to come back a little bit more on here, and what I'm doing is just troweling it down like that. That way a color finish will feather it in the rest of the way. We'll see after lunch.
3, 2.
Okay guys, I finished the brown coat. Now I'm putting one more top coat on it. This white stuff here, it's color coat. And I'm using color coat because it's real fine right here. If I just try to use the scratch and brown material, it'll be too rough when they paint it. So now that this stage is done, I'm going to give it some chance to harden, and I'm going to scrape it back like this. And I'm using my toe here of the trowel to really get it tight. Then I'm going to come once more with a float, clean up the vent, and then actually they're getting ready to paint this, so I'm going to caulk this crack here too while I'm here. I'm almost done with it. Alright guys, over here this is caulking. Here this is 2 coats plus a color coat. And we had some holidays in here that caulking just wouldn't fix, so I went ahead and put some weldcrete on there. And incidentally, my son pointed this out, I should mention. When I do little areas like this, we chip out the stucco. I actually put a weldcrete, which is a bonding agent, onto this expansion joint. I put it on both sides as well as here. That way I got an even greater bond. So this is one. We still got 4 more to do. When I get done with all of them, I'll do one final and just point it out and show you folks what it's supposed to look like when all 5 are done. Okay guys, we are finally complete with this. This is what the 2-inch continuous vent looks like. We cut the hole, we put that in, then we got to break all the stucco out around it, tie it all together, apply a bonding agent to both sides, and do the 2 coats, and then I put a color finish over it so it'll give it a smoother finish. That's this one here. This guy here. And we have 3 more that we installed. This one's the largest of them. That's a 14-footer. We have these 2 guys here. And what they had was they had moisture coming through. That's why we needed to install them. A real drag. We got kind of beat up. Well, I got kind of beat up doing all the saw cutting, but I'm glad that's over with. Anyhow, if you're looking to install vents, that's the way to do it. It's kind of tough, so if I were you, I'd hire a professional. This is Kirk with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Thank you, Jay, for doing the video, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.